we have heard Manasseh, other people who have spoken. I think our senior auntie Liz is there. She has many decades in the area. Some of us used to look up to her when we were seeing her faces on Breakfast Show or another platform, including News Files back in the day. But I have been a victim of attack twice under MPP Congress, another MPP Congress, first MPP Congress in La Trade Fair, another MPP Congress 2007 thereabouts in Kumasi, and then the famous NHIS case which we took to court. You were my lawyer in the matter and won the case, and that is why I think that the report is somewhat inadequate presenting the issue, because I think the issue is even worse than it is. And I worry when people try to play politics with these media reports, including government itself, because the last media press freedom report that came, government was patting itself on the back, we've done well. This is not about government and this is not about opposition. What worries me particularly is that over the years, we have used this report as when the party is in government, they use it against the other, and whoever is in opposition uses against whoever is in government, without looking at the impact of the journalists, of the media industry. Something, I am doing an exit plan for myself. Exit plan for myself to leave the media. Why? Because of these things. We can no longer continue, and I'm not the only one. We've had several media people who are exiting the industry and moving into public relations, moving into corporate communications, because it's safer, no attacks emotionally and physically. Like I said, in 2020 election, I had to flee the country for a month and return later when the coast was clear. This is not captured in the reports. Other journalists were attacked. That wasn't the only person. Even media organizations that I thought were supposed to support me at the time left me. I had to go to the police headquarters myself, file a complaint. The police director, CID, said, oh, why don't you put it together? All your colleagues and other people, media people who have been attacked, put it together as one complaint. And nobody was ready to do it. Why? Something because of the same reasons. Some of them have been captured in this report.
Yeah,
so
but I need to remind you that this is 2013 to now. So
2013 to now.
So if the issues you are speaking about before 2013 are not captured, that's the explanation.
Okay. Well, then the 2020 election should have been captured. Why was my attack? Because there's a report at the police headquarters. I filed a complaint with the police headquarters. The complaint was forwarded to the cybercrime unit. Why was the report not capturing that? So the report is inadequate. And that's why I question, is it because I am a woman, so I am not important? So if I die, my life is not important. Why should I risk my job the next time to cover the next election? That's why I've said 2024 elections, I am not anything going to cover it. So this international organization,
you are not suggesting that by your exit plan, you will not be in the industry by 2024.
I will not be in the industry. I will not be in the industry, something.
And you won't because of the fear of attacks. Is that what you're saying?
Because of the fear of attacks, and there's nobody to support you, something. Where was the GJ? Where was the GJ when I was attacked 2020? And I sat on TV and said, 2 people came to my office, nearly made it to my studio. And this is not a joking matter. I had to install 10 cameras in my house, but still I wasn't sleeping. So I sleep during the day and monitor the cameras throughout the night. But this is not fair.
Yeah,
and this is a report. The report never captured this.
If you're sorry, but if you are talking about election periods, I suppose for serious media houses, particularly those of us who do projection of the election results, it is not a new thing that during those periods, we get security, we get special security, either private or whatever it is. Our homes are guarded, among others, because of the real threats that come at us. So during election time, that will not be different.
Yes, it wasn't. In fact, it was because of one of these private security arrangements that we had done at Despite Media. That is what saved me. Without that private security arrangement, probably I would have died. And if I take you back to 2012, Evans and myself were to announce the election results, and we had done the collation in the newsroom at Multimedia. We were about to call the results, and those collators came and said, look, I think it was around 2:45 a.m. at dawn, we have the results. Kaba left. He was too scared. Kofi Adoma left. He was too scared. I think Captain, he was like, look, I can't do this. They were scared. I was a woman with the boldness and said, I will go and do it. And I had done my shift, 8 hours or 12 hours, but I said I'll still go on and do it. So we simultaneously planned it. Evan was to go 12:45 a.m. I was to go at Akan. So I had to call my contacts in the armed forces, have them lined up on the streets of Joy FM before we went on air. And between myself and Kwesichu, he knows the arrangement that we did in the night. Before we